Good morning, good morning, good morning. This one, again, Roger Cook, this is directed at you, mate. Guess where you are right now? Guess where you are. Guess where you wake up to on, what day is it? Friday? Is it Friday It's Friday. It's Friday. And sorry, you'll have to excuse me. I pressed the wrong button while I was trying to check what date it was. It's Friday the 10th of January. The 10th of Jan. 10th of Jan. 10th of January. January 10th. I can't remember what day it was, but the insurrection was in the US. Remember the United States of America? The place that started this whole fucking pandemic terrorism, where they yelled terrorism throughout, and your party, led by Mark McGowan, echoed that out. Terror, 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 fear, 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 die, death, 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 run, 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 inject, 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 lock up, lock up, lock up, lock up, lock up. That was your party, mate. That was Mark McGowan. Now what the fuck are you doing? You're gonna perpetually keep an entire fucking section of the population rattled, mate, thinking that they fucking did all this right thing? Or you're gonna be the big man and do the right thing and go, hey, we fucked every single fucking thing up. We fucked every single thing up. We caused absolute fucking chaos. We divided the entire fucking country. We initiated a pharmaceutical cult in an attempt to overthrow the fucking democratic policy of the country. How about you start saying that before people start getting fucking hurt? That's your job, mate. That's your fucking job. We will cut the fucking cord to Canberra. We will sever it completely. We will get every fucking dump truck to drive a line across the fucking border to keep you the fuck in until you do as you're fucking told. Just in my example, it is ridiculous. That is from someone who had enough fucking resources and enough intellect and enough education and enough personality and enough confidence to sit in front of a camera and describe exactly how much fucking trouble and how much mess you fucking made by towing the line. So why continue on? Hostilities. We didn't initiate hostilities. At all. Not one fucking bit. Even still now. This is not initiating hostility. This is saying if this under the rug policy by every fucking politician in the country is kept as the norm, then what does that mean? That means an under the rug war. For how long? A fucking long time, cunt. A fucking long time. I saw this because I was born into the trial run of what pharmaceutical implantation using religious fucking doctrine and religious strategy honed by the fucking religions across the world is like. It's called a cult. Forced communion with a cult that you oversee. that many high level doctors, nurses, medical staff, administrative staff, police are all under your command that enforced this fucking shit, cunt. How many years did it take to separate the extreme religions from government, only to be wheeled back out with a fucking stethoscope, cunt? With a stethoscope and potions and pills and fucking bullshit. Pseudo fucking religious fucking medical fucking shit that doesn't do anything. The vast fucking majority of it. So where are we going, Roger? Do we trim the fucking shit that has infiltrated our public fucking health system? Do we give it a fucking haircut today? On your fucking call? On your admission of absolute failure? That's what any other industry would be getting. That's what you're continuously trying to do to builders across the country who have been crippled by the on-flow effects of the scam. If I was a tradesman, if I was a mine worker, if I was anything in this country, I would fucking put my fucking hammer in the fucking bag and I would sit on my fucking hands until this fucking happened. Now, where the fuck did I get that strategy from, you fucking turncoat scab cunt? We should stop this fucking state on a fucking dime! You play the fucking game by sitting there and looking like a fucking little maggot with your little fucking tie on, your little fucking suit on, and you killed thousands of fucking people. You put thousands of families out of business. You fucking destroyed thousands of families. You and your party that is severed from any connection to any fucking Labor person I know. Or they'd fucking want to be. You come fucking waving your Labor flag in my thing, you're getting put down, cunt. You come waving your fucking union flag on my fucking property, you're getting put down, cunt. It all breaks down when you get a small business owner that's been in construction for fucking since he was 17 years old. 20 fucking years. I'll fucking outdo every single one of yous in almost every fucking trade. Why? Because I did it on my own dime, cunt. I did it on my own fucking merit. Unlike your fucking whole party. The 10 years of fucking sorrow that this state is about to experience should be directly, if you want to send your thank you note, send it directly to Mark McGowan, send it directly to Roger Cook, who can't for the life of them fucking understand that we live in a gigantic fucking state way off to the west of a fucking gigantic fucking desert island, and in no way, considering how late in the fucking pandemic we were affected by it, did we ever have to participate towing the fucking exact line as the US? It is cowardice, fucking, just, I don't care, I'll do what they fucking say. Just do what they fucking say. And you won't just do what they'll say, you'll do what they say with the power of the fucking police, with the power of the fucking media, with the power of everything. I'll shut everyone up that doesn't fucking toe exactly the same fucking line. What the fuck is that? Each situation in each location should be dealt with in that location. Because it has unique circumstances that cannot be broadcast across the fucking globe. The whole thing breaks down because look what I've had to do. Look at this. Look at this. And they go, oh, he's angry. He's angry. He's yelling. He's yelling. Yeah, that's the point. That's the point. This is the whole fucking illusion breaking down right in front of your fucking eyes, cunt. Oh, he used a swear word. He used a swear word. You know why? Because his children were stolen from him. His fucking business was fucking destroyed and he had to sit in a fucking shed for a year to prove it. Of course he's raising his voice. The illusion that individuals that can get up and have a shave and put on a fucking shirt in the morning and tell you all what to do, that's the fucking illusion. We don't have recordings of Parliament 100, 200 fucking years ago, but this is what it would have sounded like. Especially in conditions of invasion and of war. If you've been lulled to sleep by Channel 7, Channel 9, ABC, Channel 10, to think that everything is just like, oh, but yes, we're doing this, we're doing this, we're doing this. No, fuck off, cunt. The country wasn't fucking won this way. The country wasn't fucking built this way. The country wasn't anything this way. You've invaded 50 years ago under the guise of this fucking health fucking insurance scam. Every single one of yous has fucking propped it up for the last 50 years, and this was the attempt, and it fucking failed. Now get the fuck out of Parliament, cunt! Now! There is no precedent in fucking human history that even considers that the Premier, while directly getting accused, directly accusations, directly all the things, can just, what, block? Oh, I just blocked him. He's not important. He's just not important. I just blocked him. What the fuck are you talking about? That's a social media tool, mate. That's not democracy. That's not the law. That's not history. That's not anything. You're the most disgraceful, embarrassing, lowest form of politician that we will see in this state for a very long time. You are the bottom of the pile. The pile of fucking shit that has started well, and then increasingly used outsourced response, outsourced distribution, outsourced elevation of media, outsourced everything in the form of media, papers, newspapers, everything, and you can't do your job, which is this. And it wouldn't have got to here if you just responded. Ever. But you never did. And neither did McGowan. So, get in there, resign your entire party. Maybe that's where I've been going wrong. Resign. No, you're not resigning. Your entire party is resigning in disgrace. That's the only option. Otherwise, I leave the state and I start a fucking 100 fucking year war against the state. Not violence. I won't use one bit of fucking violence. No terrorism at all. Nothing like that. I will just pull the threads that are already coming out of the blanket and the whole fucking thing will disintegrate in your hands, and because of this precedent here, this video here, everyone will know who to blame. I'm not allowing the state which my children are held hostage to turn into a digital prison. It was already bad enough before you tried that. You need to understand the evolution of diplomacy. The high-level diplomatic activity seen by the Crown, which is the example that you are all following, example based on the Parliament of England, which is underneath that. You have to understand that that model of public-facing presentation in politics based on the hierarchical structure of the monarchy. While that was going on, millions of people were being killed and thousands and thousands and thousands of hectares of land was being conquered. So the illusion that the presentation voice, that the whatever was the basis, no, you were just copycatting the fucking rulers. Because that's what you do. So when you break away from the monarchy and then continue it on, what are you doing, cunt? What do you think you're doing? Selling fucking Amway? This is your job. This is your job. When you oversee construction sites where this is going on daily, when you oversee mine sites where this is going on daily, probably fucking hospital rooms this is going on daily, except they're all probably, I don't know, too busy just fucking walking around, fucking looking busy and scribbling on bits of paper. Maybe all that diversion of how fucking unbelievably bloated our medical system is, maybe that keeps them busy enough to not get in these types of confrontations. Maybe it's the same with your political thing. Maybe you've just sailed on a little, friendly little fairy bread boat of politics all the way up to the fucking top. All the other people behind the shadows do your fucking dirty work, or whoever's dirty work that fucking is doing it all. But if you can't do this, mate, if you can't speak to a person fucking presenting to their phone with a ridiculous amount of evidence to the incompetence of this state. A ridiculous amount. Shall I wheel it into your fucking office with a wheelbarrow, cunt? Would that be better? Or maybe the state can be released from the grip of your communist fucking coup, because there is not one fucking skerrick of fucking anything that's holding it together. So why delay it? That's just bringing more violence. The more time in this interim where people are sitting there stewing, where they're watching their leaders pretend that nothing fucking happened, where the individuals propped up by the favoritism that your predecessor showed them, to give them a confidence to continue the discrimination, to continue the ostracism initiated and put into effect and promoted by Mark McGowan. The longer that goes on, the longer it's going to take to fix those hostilities, to repair the damage, to re-educate the masses that were propped up and told how wonderful they are for fucking doing exactly as they were told, and to line up and inject themselves with poison to rid themselves and to protect themselves against a virus that they never saw, that was amplified by the terrorists in the United States. And where are you going to end up in this? Follow it through. Where is your only stronghold in this society is hospitals. Who else ended up in hospitals? Hamas ended up in hospitals. Why? Because hospitals are for wars. When hospitals are propped up in non-wartime, the chances of them becoming the actual predatory fucking wartime thing is very high, and that's what's happened. And it's just a little bit too fucking abstract. It's just a little bit too hard to see. So your decision is to maintain that illusion into this. You're going to fight a war with hospitals and doctors and nurses against military and construction workers and fucking business owners and entrepreneurs and fucking everyone else when we can actually provide hospitals? Because a hospital is only really important if you're fucked on, if you're fucking missing a leg, if you're doing anything. So your strategy is to provide padding, a padded cell for everyone to be in. A padded, cushy little cell that everyone gets in on their phone, on their cell phone, with their digital ID, where everything's looked after. If they get a cough, they can go and see a fuckhead, a psychopathic fucking superiority fucking narcissistic fucking grub that's been fucking indoctrinated by a fucking incompetent fucking university that doesn't understand the first thing about history, medicine, anything. Society, psychology, just an infiltrated fucking complete ideology of the padded cell. And that's your strategy. You can't even respond because you don't understand the paradigm that you live within, that padded cell ideology that you have been fucking raised through a system that isn't reality. It is fiction. That your very own father participated and probably had a big part in instituting this fucking psychiatric cult that has invaded our democracy the same way as the religions of old used to do. The whole thing is like, oh, he's crazy. He's going to do something rash. I haven't done anything rash. So there you go. This isn't rash. This is actually under. I should be doing things more, but I can't because of your padded cell reality, because of your priesthood. Because if I stray outside of this device of using my voice and my presentation, then I will be captured and cast out as a heretic by your priesthood that you employ in the form of police, psychiatrists, whatever the fuck they are, all these things. What, when, how? I'm doing what individuals have been doing successfully, what individuals did to found the country, what individuals did to attempt to colonise the country, what individuals did to unite England, to unite Great Britain, to unite the United Kingdom, to unite fucking all of the above. What you're doing is what fucking Charles Manson did. You're propping up a cult that's existed for 70 years, that was initiated by Nazis and experimented by Nazis. This psychiatric medication cult is an absolute abomination on the world. It does nothing but entrap individuals and prevent them from adapting sufficient and societally coherent responses to potential threats on their lives or on their families' lives, which is what I'm doing. I've adapted that because I have been free. I freed myself from the cult. If I had followed the doctrine of the cult, I would be heavily medicated now and I would be in and out of fucking psychiatric wards, but I'm not doing that. I've developed an incredible ability to present my voice, to present my argument in extremely hostile circumstances. Which, if any, it's like, this is the point, oh, he's on the edge. No, I'm way over the edge. I'm behind enemy lines trying to fucking free my state from a communist fucking invasion and a cult fucking invasion. Yeah? You can't use your logic to prove that wrong. What's your logic? He's crazy. What, am I? I'm crazy. Wouldn't I be crazy if I didn't respond? Wouldn't I be crazy if I don't know, just went along with it? Wouldn't I be crazy if I set fire to myself or did any of the fucking things? Did I do any of that? No. I went back step by step through our history, slowly but surely, through our state history, through our federal history, through our Commonwealth history, through our fucking empirical history, to our historical history, to our religious history, to our democratic roots history. And at every point, I am reassured with what I'm doing. So what's that called? That's called education. I educated myself, reassured myself that I was in fact coming up against a cult. I aligned with historic religions that have long in the history left those practices behind. And with their support, but not overly, just they're doing a good job. They're not invading people's lives. They're not putting people in imprisonment, psychological confinement, or fucking medical confinement with very powerful medications. They offer a finger pointed up, that's it. Mostly, it can be brought down to that. You have problems? Ask God. That's it. All the religions, whether it's Muslims, Hindus, Christians, Buddhists, Jews, whatever it is, that's their answer. Their answer isn't, you're fucked, you need to go and sit in a fucking box, and here's your pills that you need to take forever. That's your father's job. Your father is a fucking Nazi. I think now he's a dead Nazi. So get all your Nazi mates, get together, free the West Australian people from this fucking grip, and lift the rug on exactly how hard you and your party tried to steal this state from the West Australian people. Exactly how much of the West Australian people's money, because I haven't spent any money of the West Australian people, I've only spent my own resources and a little bit of yours in the form of milk that I got from my mum, because you pay her, so I got milk off my mum, which is God's fucking plan, isn't it? So I think that's fine. And I would have lived off the fruit of the land, but the land has been destroyed and neglected by your government and all the previous governments. Just walk out. Let the media do the rest. That's what you've always done anyway. Every point, every little thing that you fucked up is all known. And everyone's just waiting for the fucking bell to ring so that they can come out of the woodwork. Come out from the fucking barracks that they were forced to retreat to and spill all the fucking shit of what's gone on in the last 4 years. And you know as well as I do, one event on this soil would spark that. And what have I done? I haven't done that. Ever. I've done this. I've done politics. You have done avoidance of politics. So you are not fit to be in that position. The fact that your entire party allowed this means your party is not fit for that position. The fact that that ends in Western Australia should echo around the entire country. and your party should be dissolved and thrown into the annals of history as disgraceful, cowardly, fucking treasonous grubs. Self-serving termites that spilled poison across the state in the form of actual poison, in the form of vitriol, in the form of hate, discrimination, division, all while spending our money to do it. I wouldn't be caught dead wearing a Labor Party fucking shirt, hat, anything in this state for a very, very long time. If you wish to continue your Labor Party practices, maybe you should fuck off to another state and see how welcome you are there as the echoes of this nonsense fucking bounce off the walls of our cities. Believe it or not, despite this, even if this is, if you go, well, that's pretty impressive, Shannon. You've done an amazing job there. That's a good monologue. Wow, you're an amazing actor. I'm not an amazing actor. I always wanted to be. Always wanted to be an actor. Always. And I found out during that I didn't actually want to be an actor. I wanted to be what the actors were pretending to be. I didn't know that. I was forced into that condition, and this is what happened. But believe it or not, even if I am successful in this, if I go, yep, this is 100% successful, whatever, the rah, 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 I myself have disappointment in myself because in my personhood, I know I could have walked out into the bush with a fucking fork and done the same thing. The reason I didn't is because this is peaceful. This is less violent. This is less bloodshed. This, by using this tool, by using this technology, by using my hunger for knowledge and all these things as the example, is why I chose to do this. Because while the Labor Party nationally is trying to get our children out of social media, I'm trying to get our children into education, independent education, free from the state's incompetent indoctrination. I shouldn't say it's incompetent indoctrination. It's very successful indoctrination, but it's indoctrination, it's not education. It will ill prepare you for anything you will face in the world that is coming. If you cannot handle an elevated level of conversation, then get the fuck out of the kitchen. It's a rule as old as time. And the reason they call you the left, I've said this before, is because in an argument, there's always someone that's right and then there's someone that leaves. And when they've left, you know that that's the fucking Labor Party.